your dreams.
Yes, there is even more Snowbreak drama to go over, but before I go over that, let's go over the good news, the compensation that we'll be getting out of this recent Snowbreak drama. We are getting an SSR selector. I don't know if it's going to include characters beyond the base Kadia, but we are getting an SSR selector out of this whole ordeal that has recently happened in Snowbreak. Anyways, what happened was that Seasun Games had to shut down the new story in Snowbreak Containment Zone because apparently CN players did not like the story. I don't know what went on with the story. I didn't touch the story yet, but from what I gathered, apparently one of the new female NPCs was going around executing people left and right, men, women, child, and CN players didn't really like that. Also, apparently the main cast, Adjutant Yao and Frisia, they were acting out of character. The adjutant was acting like a little schoolboy with a crush that had no confidence. Yao was basically, I think she was like infatuated with Frisia the whole time. And I think there was like this one scene where the adjutant and Yao were about to kiss, but Yao pushed him away and the adjutant was acting like a loser. Also, I think there was like an antagonist that could like transform into people and like had sex with other people. I have no idea how much of this is true, but from what I know, CN players are very mad at this new story. The developers in China basically had to do an emergency live stream explaining the whole situation. So let me just break it down to you. Basically, the person that was in charge writing this new story was incompetent, and the person that reviewed this story was also incompetent. The three main developers, Mumu, Chong, and Kang, they were too busy doing other stuff for the future patches of Snowbreak. Mumu was too busy dealing with the whole censorship BS that they had to deal with. Chong and Kang were too busy preparing for 2.4, so they had no idea how bad the 2.3 story would have been because they're just too busy working on the 2.4 story. Because apparently, I think in 2.4, we're gonna start getting voice acting story. The two writers that wrote the 2.3 story that caused this whole fiasco, they ended up getting fired. And from now on, the main developers are basically going to do much more careful background checks when they're interviewing new employees. Anyways, the outcome of this whole fiasco, other than the players receiving an SSR selector, is the female NPC that was taking lives left and right, she will no longer be a playable character. To be honest, I don't really care about her being playable. She looks really mid, to be honest. If she was going to be playable, they definitely need to redesign her, but as of right now, she will no longer be playable. In fact, she might not even appear in the 2.3 story rewrite. The 2.3 story is going to be rewritten by the lead developers Kang. He is currently working overtime to rewrite this story. Yao is also supposedly going to get a name change after this whole fiasco. I don't know why they concluded to give her a name change. I guess she was acting that bad in the story to the point where they basically got to rename the character. They will also remove the 01 from Enya's clothing. If you don't know what 01 means, apparently that's like a, I think that 01 stands for like a male character that was supposed to be in Snowbreak, but since they took him out, they basically also have to take out anything that resembles his name. And apparently in China, 01 resembles his name, so they are going to change Enya's outfit by basically removing the 01 in her outfit. Developers said that it's not supposed to be a 01. Apparently it's supposed to be like a key or something, but because players are complaining about the supposed 01, they basically got to change it. Developers are also going to discuss with the Chinese players on how they can deal with the male NPCs that appear in Snowbreak. I don't know how that will go out, but maybe it'll go out well. Who knows? They're also going to readjust Sirius's model because apparently it looks strange. I haven't taken a deeper look of it myself, but they're going to be changing her model a bit. No, they're not changing her outfit, but they're just going to change the model. I think I said this earlier, but the developers are going to have a much more stricter hiring process due to this whole fiasco. My take on this is that the two new hires that caused this whole shitstorm to happen intended to do this. They wanted to work for Snowbreak just to cause this whole shitstorm. This isn't the first time that Snowbreak had to deal with rogue employees. This other time they had to fire a female employee because apparently she was stealing food from one of the developers, and basically bragged about it online. The Snowbreak headquarters is probably going to get a little bit more stricter in the workplace. If you're not for the waifu life, you're probably going to end up getting fired. Oh, I also forgot to mention that Nita is supposedly going to be coming out like sometime next year. I guess that's something to look forward to. I do feel really sad for these Snowbreak developers because they really gotta constantly deal with all this bullshit after bullshit, all because some feminazis really just don't like this game. But they do still have the supports of the player base, especially the CN player base, so I think everything's basically all good. I don't know when the 2.3 rewrite is going to come out. I don't think they intend to extend this patch. My best guess is maybe the rewrite might come sometime next week. I have no idea. Rewriting a whole story, it seems like a lot of work. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will see you guys later.
Bye bye now. Come again soon.